Okay, we're doing this properly with a stream camera this time. So, um, the goal today. Oh God, I gotta stop making that rattle or the rocking. I'm sure you can see it. Um, okay, so I'm going to put my water block on the 12900K today. So that'll be exciting. Um, no musical montage, just pain and time. I don't know how people on YouTube actually fill the time. Um, what on earth would we talk about? I don't know. Um, yeah, so this is the EK quantum magnitude. I was really excited about this because EK makes water blocks. They're this. Hold on. Slovenian company, and I've been the first water cooled build I did in 2016 used their stuff, and it was great. It's great still. It still runs and is fine. So definitely want to use their stuff this time around. One thing that I did notice was they had the only blocks available at the when I picked up the 12900K was they only had this thing called the Velocity 2, and it's a little more entry level. I think it would have been fine. Um, I just took my time in getting all the parts, and it worked out well for me because I did that, because they actually came out with what they call their quantum magnitude block for the LGA 1700 slot. I'll get it out here. It's very pretty. Okay. So there it is in all of its glory. So pretty. I won't zoom. It's like, I want to look at Travis. So yeah. This cable is for the new to the post 2017 scene is an RGB cable. my build I have from 2016 has almost no RGB in it. I put an aftermarket RGB strip in it, and so that's it. Yeah, it's literally all that's in there. No RGB on the RAM, no RGB on the board, on the motherboard, no RGB, certainly no RGB on the water block, and it's a mono block. It's a 6700K. It's a Gigabyte Gaming 7, I can't remember the chip set for 6700K. Oh well. So I'm just gonna get all this stuff out and get to work, because it's like almost 10:30. Everybody in my family's asleep. I got all these kids. I got 4 kids, wife and 4 kids, and they're all sleeping. So I gotta wake up early for work and stuff. So my time to do this kind of stuff is at nighttime. And my buddy asked me to kind of capture what I go through and how it goes and everything, so that he can just see, because I think he's going to do a custom loop as well. Look, it comes with this teeny tiny thermal grizzly paste. Oh, focus! How do you make these fucking things? Oops, how do you make these bleeping things focus? Oh, okay, yeah. We'll never know. Wait, wait. Oh, yeah. It's been 20 minutes. That's pretty good. Anyway, I'm not gonna use this. I think it's fine. Thermal Grizzly is the Derbauer and Friends thing, and I guess I've got a relationship with EK because this came with the block. But I don't know. I'm sticking with KPX. I've already put it on the GPU block, and because it's got a EK water block on it as well. Anyway, I shot that video with my phone. I might make it better at some point, but okay. I gotta keep going or I'll never get done. This is the gigantic, super heavy ROG Extreme. It's very gamery. It's okay. Alright, so I cheated and I worked on this last night. So this is pretty far along, actually. It's kind of cool. I have the camera helps. It's like someone holding the camera for me, except not. Alright. Oh, funny story. I gotta share this. Alright, I'm gonna pull this thing out of here. Maybe. It's so scary. These things are so expensive. I mean, I bought this with my own money, not some reviewer dude that has a sweet gig of getting shit for free stuff. Just an enthusiast who spent way too much money on a board. Okay, so it still has the plastic on the back. I don't know if you can tell from the super shiny. Probably not. Catch the light. No, that's not gonna happen. Whatever. Okay, so that's the motherboard, and it's got the 12900K. Bing bong. And inside here is the NVMe. This is the OLED panel. I don't even know what it looks like. I did manage to put one of my DDR5s in here last night, and I realized immediately that I like something rattling around in here. It's disconcerting. Hello? Oh, look, check it out. These little RAM slots. It's cool. It's a new feature. I'm so sorry about the camera shaking. I'm so sorry. I have no answer for you. This is it's on my kitchen table. Okay. I watched Asus dude talk about the features of these 690 boards, and they have like one-sided RAM fasteners. So like the idea is you have your graphics card in here, and those are honking humongous things, and so they effectively sit like this, big, and then you lose all your clearance to get to these guys to release your RAM. I don't know if you can see it. So they make the whole thing work off these. So this is just when you set them in there, this thing snaps like that, and then they're set. And when you want to pull them out, you pop it back and pop them out. Something else I guess that I'll talk about while I have this thing open. It has this EK. I'm all about the EK, right? I'm like an EK guy. You see this EK logo here? So I don't know. They made some kind of a deal with them to wrap all the MOSFETs with this cooler, which most of the people I've seen who do builds with this board just leave it. They don't do anything to it. I'm totally going to involve these in my custom loop. These come off, right? So it'll be pump to the GPU, which I'm. Huh, that is so ugly. Which I'll be vertically mounting. So it's going to be sitting, up here. And then from the GPU to the CPU, and then out from the CPU and into this, and then out from this guy, well, then out from here into radiator 1, and then out of radiator 1 into radiator 2, and then out of radiator 2, drop into the reservoir. Excuse me. And then from the reservoir, it's all-in-one reservoir pump, and then that goes back into the graphics card. So that's the loop. And so this is cool. It's like an extra stop. I've seen videos where people do the little, like Corsair has them, the little blocks for the M.2 drives. I don't get it. I don't get why that would be. I don't get why that would be helpful. I think the whole point of those things is to not require a lot of hand holding. That they don't generate that much heat. They shouldn't be throttled. So, whatever. Blah blah blah. Okay, I don't have any isopropyl, and I don't know if I need it. I don't see any fingerprints on top of the chip. There's like a little tiniest speck of dust you've ever seen in your life. No, let's go. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna. I don't have my credit. Okay. I gotta get a couple of things. And then I'm gonna spread the paste. God, I've no. I'm gonna begun to prepare for this. I don't know what I'm doing. It's embarrassing. Okay, cool. Exciting. Oh, cool. So this is obviously the brace for that. On the back side is where that goes. But there's also this rubber thing. Does that go in between? What? Ooh. You guys can't see nothing. Probably. Oh well. I'll do something about it. I bet so. I bet this is supposed to go like this. What? If that's true, then that is bad ace. Does that even fit? It can't be. Okay. Maybe this is meant to just go behind it. So you don't get shorts. What? So confused. They don't have any directions with this. You can look it all up on the internet. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, well. Okay. I might as well. Okay, whatever. You know what? Oh, this is not. It's a soda. Nobody needs to know what it is. It's not product placement. So good. Okay. I gotta pull up the manual. EK. Quantum. Magnum. Sounds like magnitude. Manual 1700. Ooh. Aha. It's very small. please read the entire manual before you start installation. Please remove your motherboard from the computer. Possibility of damage here. Torque fittings require only a small amount of force. That's good. To screw them firmly in place, since the liquid seal is ensured by compression of the O-ring gaskets and not the thread itself. That's cool. Only G1/4 fittings with parallel thread should be used. Maximum thread engagement and strictly. Jesus, makes me scared. The use of corrosion. Do not use distilled water. Yeah, because it will like turn green and grow a new whatever COVID. Okay. Whatever. Stop. Hey. Okay. This is not quite mine. So this is 115X and 20XX. But this be 1700. Oh, wait. Found it. 1700 AM4. Yeah. Screws, mounting mechanism, rubber gasket, back plate. Yeah. Allen wrench. Check. My God, dude. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. Alright. Top accent. LED strip. Frame. Yeah. Ring. Inlet. Insert. Check plate. Cold plate. Rubber gasket. Back plate. Standoffs. Springs. Plastic washers. Okay. I think we're okay. What the fuck is that? Screw. Alright. Subtle curvature to achieve the best possible contact with IHS of standard CPUs. Let's pray to God that 12900 is standard. If you choose to replace or modify IHS, it is also possible to replace the cold plate with a flat version. So if you delid your CPU like a freak, you can get a special flat cold plate. This is terrifying. Okay, unscrew the 4 screws from the bottom of the CPU water block in an anti-clockwise counter, sir? In Russia, we say anti-clockwise. It's already anti-clockwise. It's not cool. Oh. Oh boy. Really? What? I want to change the accent. Fine. Play, place, pay attention to the orientation. Curvature mark should be on the same side as the curvature mark of the frame. Screw the 4 screws with no successive force. It's already there. I don't have to hang it. It's right. Dudes. Yep. Thicker jet plate? Now you know that's a lie. Because there ain't no thicker jet plate here, sir. Right? Ja, well, let us make sure that they aren't getting tricky with extras. Nope, it's just foam. It's just foam, bro. This is crazy. You know, it's fine, I get it. It's just like it's the people that put this shit together, stuff together all the time. Make it look easy. There's so many deviations. Don't want to reverse the flow direction. Blocks can be assembled with each part in multiple orientations to deliver exactly the same thermal hydraulic performance when the flow direction or branding must be reversed. Why? Following orientations will deliver optimal performance. It's this. It's gotta be. Right? Oh, so scary. Anyway, I think so. In, out. Yeah, just up there. Right? Alright, that says EK. This? I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit. Right? It's got all this RAM, you'll never even see it. You can run it up. But if that's out, does that have to be in? Yeah. Wait. In, out. In and out. Yeah. I don't know. It could be cool. Maybe. If this is like if this goes from the graphics card into here, out from here, because it's parallel with this. I think that's on purpose. Into here, and then this guy would have to get with it, because he would have to come like this way. Maybe up. Turn, go up and over. This needs to be parallel, or this would cross over the top maybe. And then into. This is why you can't just like snap it down there. And on YouTube they're like, we got AIO. With the custom loop, you have to like. So I will say, it probably would be more ideal for this to be in and that to be out, and then that would kind of that it would have to come up and barely and down. I don't know, maybe this is better. That's a nice short jump. Then it's gotta go backwards and up. But that's cool though, because that might actually drain better if it goes into this. No, because it's got to go uphill and down. Ideally, it would go in here, and this would be parallel, but it's not. It's out no matter what. But you could reverse it. Fucking taking it apart, that's scary. I don't know. I'm also concerned about that being able to fit around. Don't think it can go under. It could go over, but that would be ugly. And I think this is probably not realistic. It might work, but also it might. It should. That's fine. Get hotter than balls right there. Be okay. Anyway, and then out. Don't see any RGB headers. I don't. It's fine. They're all down there. I think this is just going to go out and plug into a Corsair thing. Anyway. That's not new. I'm not reversing it. I'm just going to have to deal with it. It's crazy. I think this will be okay, right? I mean, if this comes out from here and into here, I think that'll be pretty cool. And then this, see, I won't lose all my RGB because I can just kind of like, it's gonna be like right in front, but there's no RGB here. This is the RGB. Otherwise, if it went the other way and went in here and out here, this would be a short jaunt. It's kind of cool to have a few long tubes. This is always, it'd be really short. It'd be like ding, 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 ding. So at least with this way, you get this like kind of cool. You put like, I don't know, it's just, it might be cool. I hope so. Because that's what it's going to be. Installing the water block. Here we go. Place the motherboard on an even surface and remove the mounting mechanism from the plastic bags. Magnitude CPU water blocks include only the parts required for the chosen socket. Alright, skip 2 and 3 apparently. Turn your motherboard's face down and place the rubber gasket and backplate directly in line with the mounting holes. The ribbed side of the backplate should be facing up. Okay. This is, I'm serious, this is terrifying. It's always terrifying. I really don't want to mess this stuff up. It's too costly to mess up, frankly. Alright. So, welcome to the back of the board. At least in this modern age, there's all this metal on the back instead of just exposed PCB. There's just this very small amount. I feel like a surgeon. Like, got like the nick and the skin opened up with just this area, and it's all like sanitized. Okay, so it says position the rubber gasket and backplate. So gasket down first, like these. Oh, it fits really, really nicely. Man, I'm telling you, I will say, when you spring for costlier components, like this is the nice part. Like shit's stuff is too easy. There's no ribbing. Ribbed? This is not ribbed, sir. I guess that's fine. There's a knurl. I'm not worried about that. Actually, the screws are tapped. From the top. And they break through on the bottom. So I assume it has to go that way. So, okay. Once aligned, carefully rotate the motherboard assembly while holding the backplate in position with one hand. Oh my god, no. What? The rubber gasket is an essential part of the mounting mechanism and must be used for installation with the 115X and 1700 sockets, and the inner core must be removed. The inner core must be removed. Both pieces should be used for installation. There's no inner core. So that's fine. Whoa, that's why. Is that normal? Is that normal, dudes? Is it this way? What's the way? This way? Gotta be. This is dumb. I can turn it over. Loosely install all 4 standoffs and plastic washers before proceeding to tighten them completely. It is mandatory 1700 to install the plastic washers as they prevent damage to the motherboard PCB using pliers or similar tools. Why would you ever do that? Okay, plastic washers. Where I come from, you just bored in, boy. You don't get plastic washers. Come on. This ain't China, boy. We don't need no plastic washers. Don't you dare. Yeah, you do. You're gonna need those things. Okay, so they also don't tell you which way goes up. And there's also a lot of points. Okay, so the threads go down, which makes sense, through the washer after I flip it. But how's it gonna stay? Is it gonna stay in place? Should I tape it? You know what? Maybe I'll tape it. I don't know. My cat's making me nervous. Alright. Wish me luck. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, yeah. Look at it. It's like, woo! I'm not throwing a place. No way, no how. It didn't. Spoiler. What the shit? This is crazy. This is insane. It's insane. It doesn't. So. Always be gripping, huh? My area. I'm just like, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it and put these in. I'm just a man. Oh no, see? I immediately did it without the washer. Just check my follow-up listing. This is crazy. I hate this part. If I were like if I had a fancy channel, it'd be like intense music and sweating. Oh, they're sweating. But like, my area. Oh. They give you 1 extra washer. God have mercy on your soul if you drop it. Alright. Is this on? I don't know how anybody could use a tool to make these tighter because, first of all, you can't really get a hold of them, and if you insisted on getting a tool in here, I think you probably regret it. Yeah, we're having an earthquake. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, it feels, I mean, it feels like it's on there. Okay, you know what? Just go. I like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about it, honestly. Okay. Um, wipe the IHS set clean with a non-abrasive cloth or Q-tip. Once clean, apply a line of thermal compound on one edge of the IHS and use a credit card to spread it evenly. That's smart. Must be thin and even in thickness over the entire surface. Excessive or irregular application may lead to poor performance. I don't know. Remove the protective sticker and position the CPU water block onto the standoffs. To achieve optimal performance, mount the CPU water block to one of the orientations. Dudes, we're almost done. I just gotta get my little credit card. Um, I'm gonna pause it while I do that. Oh, we're 41 minutes in. So exciting. Well, wait. Back. Okay. Q-tip. So I'm going to do what it said. I'm going to wipe the IHS just in case there's dust, which probably just deposits a shit ton of more dust. New dust. New dust better than old dust? Don't know. I've watched the videos like Steve over at Gamers Nexus being like, you can't put too much. But it's a kind of a myth that it breaks performance if you put too much stuff on. That being said, I don't want to make a mess. Just generally speaking. Okay, so this is KPX. Whatever. Kingpin. I got this on Jay's recommendation. I don't know. I always used Arctic Silver before. Should I do it long ways? Oh, wow, they don't. They do it short ways. Spread it. Okay. Well, enjoy the show. This is terrifying. Maybe I should bring this closer so you can see me do it. Remember, kids, people on TV do this all the time, and you don't. Me. All right. So I'll put the cap back on because this is gonna make a mess. What did I do with the cap? Yeah. What is happening? Did I knock it down? Yep. Covered it with the laptop. What do you want, cat? You want to go outside? Oh, for God's sakes, go. Go. Enjoy. No? Alright. Well, that's done. I have this little pissant spreader. I don't know if it's good, but I'm gonna try it again. I'm sort of not super impressed with it when I did the GPU. But it's okay, right? I think you can overthink this. Like, oh, don't spread it too Don't make it too thick. Oh, but don't make it too thin. And make sure that it's whatever. Spread it. Just spread it on there. Spread it on your chip. I do think that, I mean, in years past, I mean, yikes. You really slop this stuff if you're not careful. I've done this where I like just like squirted it and then used the cooler to smash it. You know, I just relied on the power of smashing. Dude, I don't know. This seems fine. Is it smooth and level? Is it not smooth and level? Do I need a credit card? I'm pretty sure that no matter what you do, the main point of getting it all over is so you don't wind up with like a section with nothing. But this whole thing is blue now. I'm pretty sure. Well, see, I've got some metal exposed. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, I think you can get mind effed on this thing. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna call it good. I don't know if it's good, but I'm gonna call it good because I'm done. I don't know what else to do. I could obsess. You know what I mean? Like you can. There's no tutorial that tells you. There's people who spread this stuff, and you see them spreading it on the, on your screen, but the resolution is too low to actually see detail. It's whatever. And again, like I said, like the temptation is to like give it a little bit more, but I don't think it needs more. I think it's thin. I don't see metal much. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Okay. So, at this point, right, I think I've removed the protective sticker. Insert all four springs inside the frame. Stickers off. Right, we are sitting on there. Springs. 1, 2, 3, 4, Loosely insert all 4 screws before proceeding to tighten them 2 revolutions at once in a cross pattern. Stop when every screw is flush with its hole inside the frame. Flush. The screw is flush with its hole. Okay, so flush. Repeat this process from step 3 onwards after observing the spread. If you are not certain of this, repeat this process from step 3. That's fine. So, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Okay, now we. Yeesh. I'm just gonna like get them going, threaded. Flush with its hole. One turn. One turn. Beautiful. What was I doing? One turn. One turn. It says one at a time, right? 2 revolutions. Whatever. Just one makes me feel better. The Allen wrench makes it kind of easy to tell what 1 revolution is. You start it one direction, and you just keep spinning it around until it comes back to that direction again. I guess I never thought about that before. Being a nice thing about Allen wrenches. A lot of the time when I'm having to do hex, which I'm not crazy about hex screws, is I prefer just a screwdriver with the correct hex bit. But in this case, it's pretty nice. It might take 150 years, but I mean, you can just stop watching. I don't know why anybody would sit around and watch this whole thing. Fast forward to the end. I guess if you look at it as one man's experience, then I guess that could be interesting. So far, this has been really straightforward and easy. Knock on wood. I've been reading and watching a lot of information about the 12900K and its infamous heat issues. I'm not particularly worried about that, only because, I mean, I think I might attempt to I might undervolt. I think that's like a thing. Okay. My dog. Hold on. Hold on. Anyway, so the screw. I think they're getting close to being flush. They're not there yet. That one's flush. That one's probably a little tight, honestly. Heck, can you not? I wonder if they like. I'm fine with that. They're flush. Now what? Am I done? Yeah. Tells you about connecting the RGB. Holy shit. Okay. So, ta-da! You've witnessed one very tense person install this. So I guess I can do the RGB, or I can do the please remove. I can do the RAM. It's cool. That'll be good because we'll be able to see by the way, that is on there. That is on there. Check the back. I don't think there's probably anything to see, but if there is, I'll show you. I'll turn around. So it looks like that. And it's very solid. So it's exciting. And then the front, one more time. So there it is. So I think it's gonna really match the aesthetic well. And now, all this wonderful DDR5 to put in. Which one I did? I opened one of these yesterday and I actually installed it. And then I realized that I had to immediately uninstall it. Yeah, it was this one because he doesn't have any plastic. Yeah, I think it goes this way. Okay, so this is where we have to be clever. Yep. So that's gonna work. I tuck this thing, this cord. You can't even see it. The RGB cord. It comes out here, but it's tucked in right next to that. Inside RGB or it's RAM. This is I've got 64 gigabytes of DDR5, 5600. Super overkill, but this whole thing is overkill, and I know that. When I built my system in 2016, I I bought a 970, and I was going to run it in SLI, and so I had two of them, and it was very expensive. I think there was Zotac. Anyway, oh god, that's so good. So first of all, the Zotac 970s, I think they were 970s. I bought from Newegg. Produced so much heat, and I think I had a big air tower on the CPU, which was an Intel 6700K. But I thought at the time that I would get I would do SLI and go sort of all out for the graphics, and then do like midline for CPU, because I knew at the time that no titles were CPU throttled. I mean, and there was no near future when that would be an issue. And frankly, that's still true today. There might be a title or two out there. Anyway, but because of the issues I have with the heat, with the SLI Zotac, I decided to return them. I returned the two 970s, and I waited for the 1080 launch, and I picked up a 1080, and I didn't get a Founders Edition. I waited, and I got I honestly don't remember which aftermarket one that I got. I don't think it was the For the Win. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I decided when I took those Zotacs off, and it was blowing so much heat into the system, I decided to water cool at that moment. Always in the past, I thought water cooling was unnecessary risk. Why would you put your expensive components in a system that cools it with something that would destroy the components if it gets out? And it just seemed ridiculous. But I was like, I was starting to understand that thermals are actually an issue, not just in the overclocking scene, because you have to remember at the time, in 2016, AIOs were not big. I don't know. There might have been one or two on the market, but they certainly couldn't hold a candle to loops. And to some extent, I think that's true today. The reason why people, I mean, and even myself, that I've contemplated, doing an AIO, is just to not have to bend tubes. Just so that I don't have to pick out a res. I don't have to empty the coolant and refill it and all that stuff. But there is also, that being said, there is something to, making the system your own, and doing all that modding. It feels, exciting, dangerous. It is crazy when you are taking a cooler off of a $15,000+ card that they designed to go on there, so you can put an aftermarket one on there. You're like voiding warranties and stuff when you do that, and then you do it again because EK, for instance, sticks this like leak-proof sticker. They have it on this. Look, they have this leak-proof or this testing sticker, this orange thing, but they put it right on the plexi on the GPU cooler, like between the layers, between the block and the plexi, to prove that they had leak tested it. It's like, I'm not leaving that eyesore, and so then you gotta scrub the sticker off, which is a big deal. But you're also like working at, you're expending effort to remove your arguments if you ever get into an RMA situation. That's just what this hobby's all about. Alright, I gotta wrap this up. I'm fading fast. I have to hand it to Corsair. These things are freaking beautiful. Beautiful. 216 gig DIMMs. I've never had 64 gigs of RAM in a machine, and I've never bought a bleeding edge CPU in a machine. Never. This is the first time. Pretty excited. I think I mentioned that I'll definitely be undervolting because thermals on the stupid 1290 are just ridiculous. One more, and we're done. Okay, here we go. Okay. Maybe somebody can figure it out or answer for me how they do this. Like, how do they get the sticker on there so exact? Is this done by hand or is it done by machine? And if it's done by machine, how is it done? How does that work? It's perfect. Oh, it's amazing. There it is. It's got some weight to it now. That's the motherboard right there. Can you imagine if I dropped it? Oh, I can't. Oh wow, I see myself. It's like Inception. Yeah, that's it. So the next thing for me is going to be installing everything into the case. There's a lot of stuff I have to cover. I want to talk about. When I'm doing it, I'm going to talk about the reservoir and show it and how it turned out from the painting video, and I want to show obviously the radiators, which I think turned out really well. They're not perfect. If I sold them to someone as like upgraded with paint, they would probably send them back to me. Depending on what they paid. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and go to bed. So Thanks for hanging out with me. And this is me putting together the next big thing that's supposed to last for, let's say the last one lasted from 2016 to 2022. I think about around August. So I want to say 6 years. So this has got to go for 6 years. So then you won't see me doing this until 2028. And it'll just be building in VR. Nano machines. Alright, I gotta stop. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And if you like this video, smash that like button. Where is it? Here. Ka-ting! Hit subscribe. Ka-ting! And I'll think of something else to put on here. Good night.